Hello everybody, welcome to Zone 2, an area in JToH that I've mentioned a couple times in the arcade area videos, so we haven't actually done a tower, so let's just do it now. We'll be doing tower ground level ascension. If you couldn't hear, I was saying stuff about what Zone 2 is, so yeah. But hey, get this night rain ambience that I wish wasn't here, sort of. It's hard to explain it, to be honest. Because in my opinion, it gets in the way of the recordings. Then again, there is something to disable the rain, which I forgot to press. Yeah, silly me. But this is probably one of the coolest themed towers in my opinion. Which it really is. You have these nice little hanging platforms. Those are pretty cool. I haven't seen them in a hot minute. Now I have these elevators. Those are not elevators. It may not be a great tower, but it's pretty decent overall. Albeit the beginning part is kind of mediocre. I also don't like how long the last section drags on for. The second half drags on for. It's literally a steeple inside of a giant tower. It's literally a steeple inside of an extremely wide steeple. That's all I have to say on that matter. Just, fat steeple. Because that's what it is. A fat steeple. But now these platforms activated. If only there were elevators. Again, I guess elevators are marked like that. What the frack? We're still in the sea, by the way. This may look like land, but it really isn't. Don't be deceived. Don't be deceived by the colors of this area. Do not be deceived by the greenish. But now we have whatever that is. Okay, it's like some sort of pushing X platform. Or X pusher, however you want to call it. But now at this section it's looking a lot more. Oh, I guess this is wood, which I guess is cool. Cause I don't know how it can float. Or are we still in the sea? You know, judging by the fact that that is a jellyfish, I'm going to assume we're still in the sea. This is a basic summary of what spatial system is going to be. To put it bluntly, this is basically a summary of spatial system. I mean, they even got the futuristic Zone 4 correct. But not Zone 8. Kind of depressing, I know. But now we have, do the simple dropper section, press the button, and then activate that ladder. That ladder is a ladder. I know I keep saying the exact freaking obvious here, but it is what it is. Now this platform's activated, which is pretty cool. But you have to go at the correct angle. Which in this case is absolutely freaking none of them. which in this case I guess is absolutely freaking none of them. Actually, it's some of them. But hey, now we're actually on land. For real this time. There's a boat. A pretty nice looking boat, actually. A nice looking boat, actually. I think we got that under control. I think we got all this area under control. See, look at how large the outer section is. Now that I think of it, that might be an insta-kill. But I'm not so sure, and I really don't want to test that theory out for myself. But hey, normally this would be the end of the steeple, but this is a tower. So, fat section time. We all love the fat section, because it's the fat section. The section that's fat. Oh yeah, to make it easier for us, just send it off. Just send it off to the button. And then you go your merry way. As you can see, that is now activated. Pretty cool. I mean, we can now start the second half proper. These floors are a lot longer than normal floors. And are not to be taken lightly. These are actually very freaking long. A lot of these floors are actually very long. Now you just have this maze section. And yes, I'm still not the best at them. But hey, if we just do this section, we can see Jukari's. It is Jukari's cart. But it's actually his Jupiter 5 app. But it's actually Jupiter 5. Dave's avatar. But it's using Jukari's old avatar. As that avatar was his username was Jupiter 5. Because at the time his username was Jupiter 5. It was also the same time he made crappy core games, which I would review, but that would probably tarnish his reputation. And just for the fact that, just because of the sheer amount of computer core type games he has made. Now we go on the rainbow ride with seats that aren't real. Gotta be freaking kidding me. That's sad. But not as sad as the fact that you can't enter this building. Now, this is a totally normal chimney. What's so wrong about this chimney? Simple jumps here to get to this ladder. And then we move on to this floor. For some reason, the castle is flooded with poison. I don't think this is a normal event. Also, I think you get physics by that shoving platform, so please avoid it. And this section actually mimics an outside section, which is pretty cool. I guess this area is supposed to represent sky. I'm not sure what this section is supposed to represent. I guess this could represent Zone 2. Or Ring 1. Depending on who you ask, this could either represent Zone 3 or Ring 1. Now I have this area. Pretty simple. on the sky. It is the sky. The sky is... And yeah, it decides to scare us. The game really loves being funny. Oh yeah, try not to roll that. Oh yeah, don't try to do that. You'll fall. And no, that is not another person. That is Jukari's cart. How many of these things, like I'm saying, can be... How many of these can be taken out of context? There's probably hundreds of them. But they would mainly be the parts where I act like a tape recorder. And say some of the most obvious crap. So now I have no idea what I'm trying to do. I had no idea what I was trying to do there. It's probably going to be the same situation with Tower where I absolutely have no idea what to do. I'm going to be scared about Kohad doing something similar too. I just know there's God knows how many challenging citadels. Intense citadels. Intense Tower Marathon is going to last over a month. Actually, they may just be standalone episodes. And not just a big series that releases in waves every day. Not just a big series that releases in waves every day. They would just be standalone episodes. And probably the Citadels too. Like well, let's say I'm starting to lose motivation in that. In the Tower Marathon. Well, to be honest, I really am. The whole series and the thumbnail making has been honestly mentally draining. And to be honest, well, let's say I may like at a specific time may do them at specific times. And yeah, having another discussion on what kind of content I should probably make. Also, what do I do here? I just roll this big ball? Okay, that actually worked. Okay, that actually worked. That's actually pretty surprising, to say the least. That's a absurdly long jump. Okay. Just that simple section. Take the X platform. And then just jump. This very painful section. I don't like it. Is this wave is just gonna be like stuff. Well, it's just gonna be tons of content. Like I'm talking hundreds of. I'm probably going to make hundreds of content by just branching out onto different games. For example, Rocket Tester is a big one that I may do. Though I just can't see the motivation to just repeatedly do rockets. I mean, they'd get boring at some point. But, hey. I'm not having a... Welcome to outer space. Also known as the funny data brawl floor. Are you kidding me? It's so comical that that there's always something to screw me up. But hey, at least there's button progress. So on floor 9. I love towers like this. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that this is pretty punishing. Just think of it as it will take a decent amount of time for you to beat this. If you're lucky enough, you can beat it within... But this is going to last longer than like 20 minutes. And I'm not making a... I'm not intending to turn one of my Citadel one of my future Citadel videos into a freaking feature-length film. Because remember, the length of the floors is absolutely horrid. I feel like I'm gonna have a similar time with towers of this size, of this sheer size, or just simply tower. I like towers that are quick and I can do easily within a short span of time, like 4 minutes max. Like 4 minutes max. Then again, I've done a speed run on Toast way too many times. But it should be easy to skip floor 9, as all it is just a button challenge. And then boom, you're practically done with the floor. I personally don't like Tower of Ground Level Ascension because the later parts are extremely unforgiving. Are very unforgiving. Are extremely unforgiving. And honestly, take a while to do. Most of the floors are an absolute drag. After 5 are an absolute drag due to the increased size of them. Some parts are also really confusing. Also, welcome to outer space. I hope you like outer space, because that's what it's going to be like for a decent amount of time. Oh yeah, this is a moving platform. Avoid the X's. Please avoid the X's. I don't like it when you're even half an inch near them. Now we're here. And yeah, there's I call this the funny data brawl floor, because that's what it is, the funny data brawl floor. In this area, you can view the tower's wind room, which is actually pretty cool, which actually looks pretty cool. But now we go into tunnels. And I bet this section reminds you of one tower. Yep, you got it right, Tower of Sovereign Travels. The frickin' feature-length film tower. That's the tower that's a feature-length, that doubles as a feature-length film. After that, we do some simple one studs, and then boom, we get whacked by the kill brick spinner again. I like the final floor because I like the final floor though. It's actually pretty cool looking. Maybe because I probably played too much Galaxy. But hey. But playing this floor while listening to the music of Checkpoint 10 Zone 2 just makes it feel absolutely exhilarating. You're going too fast for your own good. Oh yeah, we're approaching the final areas of the tower. Better say goodbye to it, because you ain't gonna see it again. And that's honestly quite sad. Now, the final jumps of the tower, including... And then boom! Anyways, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Do all... Enable push notifications. This wind room is actually freaking awesome. I'm surprised a hard tower even has a wind room to be... a custom wind room to begin with. But still. This is probably my favorite... one of my favorite theme towers. This my floors 5 through 8, 9. Floors 6 through 9 existing. But hey, I actually like this tower. It's a nice concept. Anyways, bye.